It has been 6 months since the last time I recorded a Prime Wars Trilogy Legends review. And I had at least 2 other ideas at that time. And over the course of the 6 months, I came up with a third. At least I can now continue on a little bit right now. So here we go again with some Prime Wars Trilogy Legends figures. This is just a set of reviews that I wanted to do for Legends class toys set in each of the 3 Prime Wars Trilogy lines. So one from Combiner Wars, one from Titan Return, and one from Power of the Primes. I did this last time with Blackjack, Sea Spray, and Wind Charger. And this time, as you can see from the title, we're going to be starting this one off with Combiner Wars Powerglide. Now, I actually just picked this guy up very recently, about an hour and a half before the recording of this review. And the question is, does he live up to the hype? And in my opinion, oh yes. This guy is basically the best modern Powerglide toy that we've gotten. More so than I think than the Dark of the Moon Legends one. And the Ultra Class Powerglide, it seemed like it was a good toy, but after seeing a review for it as a repaint of the Micromaster Stormcloud, that Mold Forever to me was going to look like Stormcloud, and this guy is going to be on my Powerglide. Especially since with all the Legends class figures I have, I kind of have a pretty decent mini-bot collection going on. But yes, this guy is great. This guy has some of the best articulation on a modern class Legends figure. It's up there with the greats like Blackjack, Cosmos, Brawn, who we're going to be talking about in a little bit, so stay tuned. But yeah, this guy is just great. The mold even looks really good as his repaint mode of Viper for the Decepticons, and I'm going to be picking that up eventually too. But yes, if you have a mini-bot collection of the modern Legends class figures going on in your collection, this guy is a must-have. He fits right in with all the other little guys. I pretty much covered it all, so why don't we head on over to his vehicle mode. Alright, Powerglide, not bad. But yes, he looks like a good little A-10 bomber like how he did in the original G1 show. One thing that's kind of weird though is that his wheels are all the way back here. Maybe that's kind of how it is in real life? I don't know. Another thing weird that I don't think is in real life is I don't think they have fists here on the bottom. But they do have engine bits under there, so I would figure it's probably alright. But yeah, this jet mode looks really good. I'm really digging it from all over. I really like how that he has a little gun up there, and I'm really glad that they painted it in black. That's something I figured I would have to do, but I didn't. So thanks, Hasbro. But yes, I'm very satisfied with my little Powerglide figure. Although he and Viper do kind of have a stupid weapon mode to kind of integrate with the Superion figures, but I'm never going to use it, so I'm just going to leave it be. Powerglide is good as he is. And that's really all I have to say about him, so away we go! Right into Brawn section. I'm very sorry, that was a dumb segue. So yes, Titans Return Legends Class Brawn. Another great figure that I'm really happy to have. Because not only is he a really good Legends class figure, he's also got some great playability because he integrates the whole gimmick for the Titans Return line. And his articulation is also up there with some of the greats. He even has something that I wish that little Swerve and Gears had on their figures. Little cut right there just for the thigh to move around. That's something I honestly wish was on Swerve, but, you know, I'm not mad at the figure for it. It was a different time. A different time of about 3 years before. But yes, Brawn looks really good in his robot mode, and he even looks good in his Outback colors. Outback isn't the Power of the Primes figure that I'm going to be talking about, but I did want to briefly mention him, since he is just a repaint of Brawn. But yes, he looks good. I'm really glad to have him. But yes, Outback, just like Brawn, looks really good in his robot mode, and also looks good in his vehicle mode, and also has the Titans Return functionability for there as well. But getting back to the main board, there is something that some people do kind of have an issue with, and it's the head articulation. For the vast majority of people, it's really hard to get a grip on his head. It's possible, but, you know, it's a bit of a challenge sometimes for some people. Not saying that that's not a challenge for me, just, you know, with time, it's kind of gotten easier, so I'm more used to it. But I figured I'd bring it up, and now that I have, I really don't know what else to say about it. It's still good head articulation, he's still a really good figure, and yeah, I just love him so much. So why don't we head on over to his vehicle mode. Oh yes, that's a good looking little car. Check this out, guys. It's faithful to the original, it looks great from all angles. And with some of the added paints I added, it makes it look a little bit better, in my opinion. One thing to note is that this back piece can come off, and it doesn't really affect the vehicle mode at all. It still looks pretty good. I like to leave it on for Brawn and then take it off for Outback, just to help differentiate them a little more. Oops, gotta get Outback's cannon on top there. There we go. Now it's ridiculous. But yes, Brawn is a good toy, and I'm really glad that I was able to get him. It's really funny, I was actually one of the first in my group chat to get a hold of him, which was pretty stunning to me. Nebraska doesn't always get the best distribution, but at that moment, it was just like, yeah, I'm very lucky. Moving on then to our third and final guy of the day, we got Beachcomber. Now, Beachcomber was one of the Power of the Primes figures that I was 100% going to get. I loved it from all of its promotional photos, and even seeing it in stores, I'm just like, oh, it looks so good, I have to have it. And yeah, it's real good. I'm really happy with all the articulation they're still able to fit into these little guys. Like, it's literally just the G1 toy, but it just looks so much better. Say what you will about certain toys in the modern day, but you gotta admit, it's a pretty good time we're living in for toys. Now, as you guys can see, I did add some gold to the fist here to replicate that Golden Lagoon episode. I could have left the fist the same, but this way it kind of gives them a little bit more personality. I don't know, I just really like it. It makes me smile. And I just really don't know what else to say about this guy other than I really love him a lot. I'm very happy to have him in my collection and expand the little thing of mini-bots that I have going on. So yeah, why don't we head over to vehicle mode so I can gush about him some more. Yep, vehicle mode looks just as good as the robot mode. I could definitely see myself riding in this thing in the desert. You know, if Nebraska had deserts. Or if I had money to buy a dune buggy. Anyway, this guy also has the Titan's Return functionality, even though for Power of the Primes it was technically different, even though, look, you guys know it's all the same by this point, so we'll just call it that. But yes, another great Legends figure that really makes me happy. And that's really all I have to say. I know that these reviews are kind of just me gushing over toys, but honestly, that's kind of how I like it. If I have a toy that's in my collection that is kind of objectively bad, I'm still going to find some things that I like about it. So pretty much what I'm saying is my collection is of things that I want to get, not just of hoarding everything. Kind of a weird concept. Anyway, that's been another review from me. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been 01 Transfan, the #1. I'll talk to you all next time. Take it easy.